Miss Street's back today with you. We're going to subitize, but remember we've moved to multiplication. And what we need here, we need to know what are our factors and what is the product. Okay, here we go. What'd you see? You saw 2 5 times. The factors are 5 and 2. There's 5 groups of 2 dots. And that gives a total of, what's our product? 10. Uh-oh. Dear me. Okay. It's okay. Am I still there? Yeah. Hello. I got stuff going on all over the place. Okay. So, okay. Okay. We'll just keep going. Here we go. Look at what we have. What are our factors? What'd you see? So 6 groups of 2 in each group. The factors are 3 and 2. 6 groups of 2 dots is 12. I guess that means 3 2 times and 3 2 times. 6 groups of 2 dots. Here we go. We see. What are our factors? 7 and 2. Yeah, 7 groups of 2 dots, and that's a product or total of 14. Here we go. Let's do one more. I know you know it's a pattern. 8 and 2. 8 groups of 2 dots is 16 total because 8 times 2 has the same value as 16. Good job. Now Miss Street is going to continue what I started yesterday. And yesterday, Miss Street had a big old blooper. As I was teaching and I was doing this like truly live, and in Miss Street's true fashion, I got flubbed up. I was like, I don't even know what I'm telling these people. So Miss Street had to stop and tell you goodbye. I deleted the video, and I just want you to know that that's okay. It's okay to mess up. It's okay to be wrong, but what's most important is how you handle it. And so I studied some more, and I talked to my great friend, Lisa Burleson, who's going to be helping me with some 3rd grade videos. And she said, you really have to understand the unit fraction. And so I'm going to show you what we did yesterday. And then hopefully Miss Street will do a much better job today. If I don't, I will delete it and try again. I'm just kidding. Okay. I mean, I want to do it right. But here we go. So we're looking at interpreting fractions with denominations of halves, thirds, fourths, sixths, and eighths using area and length models. An area model is where you draw the picture, and I'm going to use my number line here to be, my fraction bars to be my area model. And then a length model is a number line, okay? So here was our question that Miss Street messed up on yesterday. And it's okay. Here we go. Matthew ran 3/8 of a mile. Which number line shows how far Matthew ran? Okay? And this is really hard. Boys and girls and parents, this is what we call rigor. That means it's taken what we've done before. Everything we've done before has been partitioned into equal areas. And these number lines are too, but it's different than what we've been doing. It is, but it's not. Because look what we have on a number line. We have, I don't know. That's half. I don't know. 6/8. What the world is going on here? And here's M for Matthew. Okay, so let Miss Street show you how we're going to use this with our fraction bars. And because Miss Street knows related fractions, and I know when we take a whole, we partition in half, Then we take a half, we partition it in half and get fourths. Then we take our fourth, partition it in half, and we get our eighths. So I'm going to take away the thirds and the sixths.
Where are they at?
Zeb. I'm going to take away the thirds and the sixths because I know that these are related fractions, okay? So I'm going to show you how I'm going to solve this problem. And once Ms. Street used my straw, it made so much more sense to Ms. Street. So I encourage you to get a straw or a pencil or whatever you have to use this with on your number line. So I know that these fractions are all related. So if my first one here is 1/2, I can see how many equal partitions I have. Just 1 minute. Miss Street's children. Okay, so if I can even count to see how many equal areas I have. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's in fourths. But on my number line, I see half and I see 6/8. So watch what Miss Street's going to do. I'm going to put my straw right here, and I've got my fractions all lined up. They're not perfect, and I know that, but I'm going to put it right here. Down the middle, half. So let's look at all the ways we see half. We see half as 2/4 right here. I don't know if I can hold this and do this at the same time. We see halves as 2/4. We see a half as 4/8. Okay? So on the number line, is that showing? Where is this? So let me move over to 6/8. Okay? So I did half. To move over to 6/8, I would say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6/8. So let's look at that. That's 3/4. Do you see the 3/4? That's 3 1/4. You see the half? How we've taken the half is 2/4 and then 1/4 more. And then the 6/8. So let's look at where Matthew is on this number line. So Matthew is past the 6/8. It looks like he's halfway between. So can we put our straw halfway between here? I think we can. Halfway between would be in between those 2 8s. Yeah, Miss Street's having a moment. I mean, it's not perfect, and my papers are moving, and my kids are fighting. So I might have to end this quickly. Anyway, so let's look. This is where this number line shows us that Matthew is. Is that 3/8? That's where he ran. 3/8. Let's count. It's 1, 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 7/8, not 3/8. It's also 3/4 and 1/8. Miss Street just wants to make that connection with you. Do you see that? How we have 3/4 and 1/8. Hang on, Miss Street straws are rolling. And how it's 1/2, 1/4, and 1/8. Do you see that? I hope so, okay? So let's look at our next one. Our next number line shows us here. Okay, again, it looks exactly the same. It has 4 equal areas, 1/4, 1/4, 1/4, 1/4. But again, I have halves and 8s. And here's where it's showing Matthew has ran 3/8. So let's look at our fraction bars. That's what I'm using as my area model to see if it matches up. Okay, so I'm going to start. I'm going to put this here so you can see that better. How am I doing? I'm not sure. Okay, so I'm going to line these up a little bit better. Again, Miss Street's using her paper fraction bars, and they're kind of moving, and that's okay. Again, Miss Street wants to reiterate, I know that these fractions are related because you can start each of the fractions, partition them in half, and then you partition this one in half, and that's how you get fourths. you partition a fourth in half, and that's how you get eighths. So let's look at this number line. I'm going to lay my straw on the half. Here I go. Okay. So that's the half. Look where this is showing. It's showing I need to go back 1/4 of an area. Do you see that? So if Miss Street moved back 1/4 of an area, where is my straw? Is it at 3/8? Because that's where this M is. See the M? Where is my straw? It's at 1/4, or we're looking for eighths, 2/8. And it tells us that he ran 3/8 of a mile. So this number line, outie boom bowdy. Miss Street's going to get carpal tunnel. Hold my computer that way. Okay, let's look at this number line. Again, it's our halves, eighths. So we're going to use our fraction bars because we know those are related fractions. Look where it shows Matthew stopped here. I want to start back at half because that's how I know where these fractions are related. They all start with half. So I'm going to put my straw down the halfway. And remember, Miss Street's fraction bars are paper, so they're moving. They're not perfect, but it's okay. But I'm going to start half, okay? And then it shows me, I want to move this paper, but not my straw. Okay, good. But then it shows me that he is halfway between the fourth. Do you see that? And what do we know would be half of the fourth? When we take the 1/4, when we take the 1/4 and we partition it in half, what is that? 2/8, okay? So here we go again. I was on the half, and now I'm going to partition. These are really messed up, but it's okay. I'm going to partition halfway between a fourth. So it's past the halfway mark in between a fourth. So it's right here. Okay, again, these are crooked, but Miss Street's great with that because I know I'm doing a better job teaching the lesson today. So is this 3/8? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5/8. That is not the correct fraction. That's not the correct number line, excuse me. Or we could call that also length model. Scratch that one. We have one more. Okay? And I know you know because I just said that, but it's okay. We're still going to do it with our fraction bars and straw. So here we have our number line. We see again it's in half and eighths. And Miss Street knows these are related fractions. I keep saying that because they come from the same family. And really what that means is to partition these denominators, we can start with half. And then we take, I'm going to show you again, just to reiterate, we're going to take the half. So we took the 1/2 and we partitioned it in half. This can be 1 whole mile, 1 whole donut, 1 whole length on swimming in the pool. This could be a walk around the lake, whatever. This is just 1 whole, whatever. Okay. I took half. Then when I take this half and partition it in half, what do I get? That's a fourth. And then when I take this fourth and I partition it in half, what do I get? 1/8. Okay, so that's how I know that these fractions are related. And that's how I know when I do these models, these length models, I can start with the halfway mark. Okay, so I'm going to show you this very last one. And then we're going to look at it. I got to get my stuff back up. Okay, 1 whole. Miss Street feels so much better about her lesson today than I did yesterday. Yesterday, I was like, oh my goodness. But today, I feel much better, okay? Here we go. So we're going to start our straw at half, okay? So here we go. Miss Street's lid's falling. Sorry. All right, so here's my half. Okay, right here. Now, when I look at my number line here, I can see that where Matthew ran is halfway between this fourth. So how far back do I need to move back? When we look here, what is half of a fourth? 1/8. So if I move back here, I'm modeling this, okay? And I see that my the green M here for how far Matthew ran, 3/8 of a mile. Look how many eighths we have. 1, 2, 3/8. We did it! We did it! We did it! Yeah, we did it! Did it. Yeah, I'm going back to Dora because I feel really good about it. So, anywho, thanks for watching. Miss Burleson from Glenwood, I'm going to post her video tomorrow. She's going to be reviewing the unit fractions that will help us really understand this rigorous type of a problem, because this is where the rigor is, okay? So when we do unit fractions and things like that, that's wonderful, but Miss Street had shown you guys. Oh, I'm taking too long, and I know it, and I'm okay with that. Like we had the little girl, Gloria, and she went on a walk around the lake, and we knew that the whole mile was 6/6. So everything was 1/6, 1/6, 1/2/6. Well, like 1/6, 1/6, 1/6, 1/6, 1/6, 1/6. Okay, that unit fraction is 1/6. And then when we did, I believe it was the length of yarn, maybe. I can't remember, but each one of these was in fourths. So we had 1/4, 1/4, 1/4, and 1/4. So they were all the same. But then in the rigorous part, we have to really look at our fraction bars and know that we can get the halves, the fourths, and the eighths, and even the six sometimes. I'm telling you, it all comes together. So you have to know the related fractions and what a unit fraction means to be able to do this. So I hope this was helpful. Again, Miss Burleson is going to be with you guys tomorrow. Woo woo! And then Miss Street will be back, or Miss Burleson, we'll see. And I hope you guys have a great day. It looks like it's partly cloudy. So go outside and have fun, or snuggle up, help your mama with some laundry, or the dishes, or clean your room. Merry Christmas. That was from Miss Street. Have a great day.